The joke that silenced India's boldest comedian. In America, a late night host like Jimmy Kimmel can take shots at politicians, face some backlash, and still be back on the air within days, thankfully. In India, the world's largest democracy, the cost of a joke can be life-altering. As the New York Times reports, comedian Kunal Kamra has been off stage for more than 6 months after mocking Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The line that set off outrage wasn't profane, but it touched on something deeply cultural. Kamra said, quote, "The time is so bad that I think the Prime Minister enters your dreams also with respect. In dreams too, he comes as Modi Ji and not just Modi." You may be thinking, well, what does that even mean? Well, here's the difference. In Hindi, adding Ji after a name signals reverence, like calling someone sir or madame. By joking that even dreams require the honorific, Kamra highlighted how Modi is treated as untouchable, and the good kind of untouchable, I should point out. Later, in a comedy special, he hinted that Modi ally was a Gaddar, or traitor. That one word triggered mobs, police complaints, and armed guards now stationed outside his home. As Kamra put it, "I used to think the court cases were harassment. Now I feel harassment is better than broken bones." Okay, what's the real message here? Authoritarianism is on the rise across the world. A lot of so-called democracies like the United States and India are harassing comedians for having the temerity of criticizing a dear leader, whether it's a guy in a dress or a guy with orange hair. You're not allowed to criticize anymore. Sorry, comedians. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. Okay, I am not a fan of Modi. I'll say that up front. I am involved, not in the last decade, but I have been involved with political campaigns in Modi. I do have respect for his political skills, but I also see that he reads the tea leaves and sees that the way to consolidate power is to become more nationalistic, to become more authoritarian, to borrow a page from dictators like Viktor Orban of Hungary, to fuse religious extremism and religious nationalism into a message. And it has consolidated his power, but it's not made for a very democratic or safe place for a lot of people in India these days. And I have a special love for India because, frankly, I have more students in my online communication skills and personal development courses from India than any place else in the world, by far. I've been there several times. I hope to get invited back, although maybe after what I've said today, there will need to be a regime change, but it's a fascinating place. Let's look at some more of the facts of this case. Now, the second joke, calling the ally of Modi essentially a traitor, it sparked mob violence at the comedy club. Now, I'm sorry, folks, but that just doesn't happen if you have any respect for the concept of the freedom of speech. The idea that you would resort to violence because someone made a joke or used a word you don't like about someone you like is utterly vile. And it's not something specific to India. It's happening in the United States these days as well, which we will talk about in the next segment as well. So I want to praise the comedians in India who do speak out. They are truly risking their necks, literally and figuratively. And this is why in India, most celebrities avoid politics. Now, in the United States, some celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, avoid it, but in India, they really stay away. It's typically they don't do much other than tweet their happy birthday wishes to Modi. Kamra has this message for citizens. He says, as citizens, you also have duties, especially when you have a mic. So utterly fearless, I take my hat off to him for having the bravery of doing this. There's a real problem around the world these days with democracies backsliding, rights going away from citizens and flowing more to authoritarian leaders who want all the power for themselves.